Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles.
Good morning, guys. It's Friday, April 4th, 2025. Are humans processed for food through our energies? My life has been like a cannabis plant, guys, how a cannabis plant grows. Step one is the germination. I would say that's in the fetus stage of a human. And step two would be the actual seeding, guys. And that would probably be early childhood, probably up to, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. I'm just kind of using it as a metaphor, that's all. Step three, guys, is the vegetation. And I would say that's actually probably in your early teens to probably mid-20s, 25-ish, just guessing. That's just my analogy, guys. Step four is going to be the pre-flower. That's going to be your 25 to 50 years old. And your step five is actually going to be the flowering itself. And the flowering stages, I would say, is probably to your 40s, 50s to your 70s. And then, guys, after flowering, you're going to go to harvest, guys. And that's going to be in your hopefully your late 80s to 120 years old is going to be your harvest. And that's just, like I said, these are my analogies of the cannabis plant process to a human life. That's it. And after harvesting, I have prepared myself to be the best nectar when I am harvested for whatever or whoever consumes consumes whatever's left, what has been grown in me. It seems to me every living thing, every single particle in this earth realm at the end of its current form gets consumed or returned back to earth. So in my opinion, there must be something or someone not only consuming the energies, the low vibrations of us humans, such as fear, anger, lust, jealousy, impatience, hate, etc., the lower vibrations. Us humans, they must be feeding on these lower vibrations as we live through life, just because of the way things are here in this earth realm with all the negativity and so much bad. You're always hearing negative in the news and everywhere. It's just negativity after negativity. You never try to hear the good stuff. It just seems to come around a lot less. But guys, they must feed off the lower vibrations and obviously a few feet off the high vibrations as well, because I'm a very high vibrational person, and there must be something like love, sweetness, I don't know, I'm just saying. But let's move on, guys. Us humans must get hypnotized in our life reviews. After you pass and you go into your life reviews or whatever you think that happens after what happens. This is just my opinions, my views on what I think happens, guys. We must get hypnotized in this life cycle in our life reviews and tricked into reincarnating back to this earth realm so that they can feed off so that they are able to feed off of us again. And I'm talking about them feeding off our lower vibrational energies, guys. That's why we must raise our vibrations. But the more we begin raising our vibrations, the tougher they make it. They throw so much more. They'll start throwing war, hunger, fear, just everything. We're kind of like it is right now, with everybody struggling in every single way. We got criminals up at the very tip top in all of our government. So us as a planet must be raising our vibrations to very high levels at this point in our lives, I would say, because they're beginning to throw so much more negativity, wars, threats of World War III, alien invasions, just all the stuff, the return of Jesus, everything, the fires in California, the fires in Hawaii, the floods down in Florida, and just all the catastrophes over and over. So they're trying to bring them low vibrations down because they're getting hungry. They need them low vibrations. And this is just my opinion, guys. And They must really enjoy the taste or flavor of extremely low vibrational energy, and is the reason why this earth realm seems the way things are in this world. The lower your vibrations are, the tastier you are to them. To them, whoever them are, but there must be something that feeds off our lower vibrational energy, guys. Does that make any sense whatsoever? So with that being said, we're going to make a pretty cool ring today, and we'll see what we call it. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're definitely going to make a cool ring today, guys. So you all hang tight. We'll see you in just a minute. Here we go. All right, guys, I got the pieces here to create the ring of harvest, the harvest ring. I got the band itself. I got a square bezel, and then I got a round bezel that a stone's going to sit in. And I may add some prongs to it, 4 prongs, just because I've never really done a prong ring before, so we may do that. And I just did a 3/4 shank ring, and the square bezel and the round bezel will sit right on top of it and solder right to it real nice. This is a pinky ring. This is going to be a pinky ring, and it's going to turn out real nice. So let's stick this thing together and solder him up. All right, that's a nice tight fit right there, guys. That's how we like it right there. All right, let's heat this little dude up and alrighty. I should have enough solder on both them pieces that they'll adhere to each other as soon as I get it heated up to temperature, so it shouldn't take that long. They're not that thick of pieces. I did use some 18 gauge sheet for my bottom of my bezel. That's the thickest. That's pretty thick right there. My wire is probably a 16 gauge, just guessing, my square wire there. Speaking of wire, I got a wire we got some stuff on the way, guys. We're going to do a little change up, do a little different type of rings here in the very near future. I got some tools on the way to make that possible. So, time to evolve around here. I'm always talking about evolution and all kinds of different stuff, but it's time for Galaxy Sparkles to evolve into some greater creations, guys. My craftsmanship level is getting a whole lot better in the last 3.5, 4 months, and it's just time to evolve. So with that being said, we got that thing nice and soldered up. I'm going to quench it and get it set to this ring, and we'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got the bezels mounted to the ring, and here we go. We got us a nice little shot right there. We got us a couple solder balls in there. Everything's nice and square. And not only do I have it square, I got it kind of shaped on the ring where it's also like a ball diamond, guys. So I got a square, a diamond, sort of a square, a diamond, basically, and a circle, guys. So I got 3 in 1, basically, type of thing. So let's heat this thing up and see what we can create, guys. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm still going to add the prongs yet. This ring is very nice. I'm very pleased with the outcome of this ring so far, and I really don't want to goober it up any more than I already have. So let's see what happens here. We'll take a peek at it and see how the stone looks in it without any prongs. Ooh, don't move it. All right, guys, we're starting to get soldered up there. There it goes. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. We got it all soldered up. I'm going to quench it, clean it up, and we'll see what we got here in just a minute. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we have completed the ring of harvest. And this ring turned out real nice. I'm very satisfied with this ring, guys. It turned out, I'm going to grade this ring a C+. I mean, it's a 79.9. It's almost a B-, guys. Like I said, we got a nice 3/4 shank there. We're a little thinner on top where the shank is. I put in a little bit extra work. They are even. The shank, where it's a little bit shorter. So I kind of flattened the tip of it out just a little bit thinner than the bottom of the band. And put in that little extra effort. So yeah, this ring turned out real nice, guys, and I'm very pleased with it. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave you this huge energy ball, guys, full of energy, full of imagination, full of love, full of joy, full of happiness, and gosh dang it, full of connectedness. Here we go. All right, guys, I cast that out throughout the multi-universes. So if you happen to see it coming at you, you better brace yourself. If you catch it, it's going to change you. Here we go, y'all. Hang tight. We'll see you tomorrow.